bunch of crap. Even you haven't even called your brother or sister, not one time. So to sit there and tell me that, that's a bunch of crap. So that stuff's got to end. Email, email's fine, but you said I send you a million emails. Well, the reason I do that is because sometimes I don't get all the things I was wanting to say in an email, so I'll send you another one, or I'll see something that I wanted to show you. I send you videos, but I've got like maybe a 10% chance you're going to look at them because you're just stubborn and you won't want to listen to nothing else that would ruin your world. Now, there is going to be a day, okay, coming up in your life that you're going to find out what I've said to you is true. Now, it may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but there is a point in your life where it will happen. I was just hoping that it would be sooner than later, because what's going to happen is, which a lot of people run into, is you marry somebody who's also into this Mormon church. Because I know this is how they propagate the religion, is to say you have to marry into it by somebody who is into it. And I know why you believe this, to get to the highest level of heaven, which I clearly showed you earlier, is not biblical at all. And it contradicts the Bible. Okay? There's a lot of people that believe a lot of different things. And to be able to prove them, for example, I can take the Bible out and I can show you where Bethlehem's located. I can get you a map, but it says Bethlehem in the Bible. I can show you where that's located. I can show you the Roman coinage that is listed in the Bible. I can show you all kinds of people and places that are listed in the Bible that there's evidence, archaeological evidence that they existed, like Pontius Pilate, the governor that crucified Jesus. They didn't have any evidence of him until about 8 years ago when they dug up a street sign with his name and his title on it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you about Mormon. Mormon has zero. Thanks. Another thing I wanted to point out to you that I didn't address earlier was Joseph Smith. The cities listed in the Book of Mormon never been found. Well, there's a reason for that. It's because what Joseph Smith did was he took a list of cities that were located around him when he lived in Palmyra, New York, and took the cities around there and he renamed them slightly. And some of them he didn't even change, like Alma in the Book of Mormon. Well, there's Alma, New York. There's Jonesboro, and then in the Mormon book it's Jonesburg. It's ridiculous. They were all located within 200 miles of his boyhood home in Palmyra, New York. So you will not look at those kind of facts because you don't want to accept the fact that what you may be believing is not true. And you've got evidence upon evidence that it's not true, but you don't know that. So you don't want to investigate. You just want to go, oh, I don't want to mess up my perfect world, and I've studied things. Well, you ain't studied nothing, daughter. You live, it's like a Roman Catholic kind of change, and they live in Rome. That's the same thing as living in Utah. That's why I say that's a God-forsaken state, because the religion that propagates that state's Mormon, because they established that state. Because they were kicked out of Missouri and in Illinois back a long time ago, because exactly what the FLDS is doing is exactly what they were doing. That's why they were kicked out of here. But you don't want to accept that fact. You don't want to accept the fact about the Meadows Massacre that Brigham Young ordered to have those 120 settlers from Arkansas killed. You don't want to know about these things because you want to believe in a perfect world where there's the religions, all this and that. You don't want to know about the temple cultic rites that they have that are all Masonic, where they're talking to the dead in those temples. You don't want to know about that. So you don't want to know because all you care about is what Alicia wants to do or what Alicia wants to think. And what I've asked you repeatedly is to come down here, get to know us, and maybe you'll have a change of heart. I told you. You keep saying you have to save money to come down here. I told you I'd pay to get you down here and to send you back if you didn't want to stay here. And so that right there in itself doesn't hold water. I don't know what else to say to you. You've got a great little sister, and you've got a great little brother, and I think you should come down here and know them. You think that community college, that Salt Lake Community College you're going to go to, is all that in a bag of chips? Well, guess what? They've got them all over the place. And you can do that down here. You didn't have to go out and get a new boyfriend and then act like he's the best thing since sliced bread and you're in love, just like you've done with all the other boys. You need to understand that it's weird, daughter. It's just weird. I don't know how to explain it to you. Bottom line is I love you, and I want you here to get to know us. If these other things are they mean more to you than we do, then stay there. Okay? I don't know what else to say to you. Those are my issues with you, that you don't care about us more than you care about you. It has nothing to do with the religious beliefs, political beliefs, or any other thing you believe. Your wounded daughter theory, and I'm sorry that some of these things, and I understand from your perspective that they're very hurtful. I understand that because I've not had you in my life, so you got to understand from my viewpoint that I've been waiting 18 years for you to come down and know me, and you just blow it off like it's unimportant. So that's what I had to say to you. You can issue all the I hate you daddy letters you want online, or what a bad dad I am, or all the other things you said, but that's not fair to me because you really don't know me. You only know the part where I get a little upset with you. You don't know the loving, caring father that I am. If your brother and sister should be evidence to that. Mere fact that Morgan's defending me should prove to you that. So I don't know what else to say. You just don't give us a chance. And if you think that other stuff's important, like I said, just stay there. Okay. If not, if you want to come here, then come here. I've got the place for you. I told you I would take care of you while you were here. I'd supply everything you need while you were here. If you want to go to school here, whatever. But stop trashing somebody you don't know. Okay? I guess that's it. That's all I got to say. You reviewed anything